I feel so sorry for people who hate their work. To me, the work is the pleasure. I didn't want to get married. I was going to be independent. Famous last words.
I never intended to be an actor. It all came out of the playwriting, okay? You want to hear that story too?
Yeah.
All right.
I started working as a model for Vogue magazine. I didn't know how to do anything. I had cheekbones and I weighed 106 pounds at 5'7", so that's all I needed, huh?
I can be a really tough son of a bitch to live with, okay? I don't mind telling you. I mean tough in a way that's not nice.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. We're just show-offs.
I'm very vain. If I weren't good at it, I wouldn't do it.
I felt I had to come home. I usually didn't come home between matinee and evening performance. And I had this need to come. And as I arrive, get off the bus at the corner, I see my white straw baby carriage being pushed by a street bum. He said, well, your girl was with the carriage, and she told me that she wanted to make a phone call. Would I watch the carriage? And she's been gone for 2 hours. Oh, God in heaven. Thank God he was an honest person. My beautiful baby was in that carriage.
And he's there taking pictures of my mother getting her hair cut. And he goes, she is the most beautiful woman I have ever known. Now, this is from a man who did work with the most beautiful women in the world.
Being a widow is so strange. I wonder if one ever gets used to it.
You ever known what it's like to be really impoverished, Mark? It takes you into a different place, in a different world, at a different time. It was a terrible time, you know. In many ways, difficult to talk about. You develop an instinct for being a survivor. Sure you do. You have to. Acting is a thing of will and volition. It must be done. It just can't be thought about. It must be done.
The work is such fun, and actors are so wonderful. All theater people with their hysteria and their joy.
I've done some fantastic shows that I love the plays of doing it. I mean, really, okay? You know, really, that was the big impetus. I mean, you know, that I just love doing them. I did a lot of plays I could forget about too. I spent over 2 years of my career doing a show here, which is really great. The little theater at the time was an experimental theater. It was the first theater on the street, the oldest theater on the street.
Well, we are our history, first of all. We are the ingredients that were put into us by different people and our genetics. So I think what we were talking about before, which is really important, is that the knowledge of the importance of the elderly. They need to know that they are important to us, and we need to know that they are important.
Some older people can tend to make themselves irrelevant, okay? They kind of just sort of close down and are not interested in participating and partaking of things anymore, and that's sad, okay? After a certain age, I think you become conscious of the fact that time is running out, okay? Not a depressive way, you just know you're mortal and time is running out.
You have to make a choice when you get up in the morning. Either you live or you don't, and if you live, you might as well live. I would rather that my spark should burn out in a brilliant blaze than it should be stifled by dry rot.
I shall not waste my days in trying to prolong them. I shall use my time. I think the saddest thing that can happen to a human being is at their ultimate moment, and I'm sure lots of people have said this, but I'll say it again for what it's worth, to have said, oh, why didn't I do that? Man, and I just think that's the saddest thing you can say about yourself.